Hello, on this popular episode 188. We are about 13 minutes removed off of Friday Night SmackDown. We're currently in the midst of AEW Rampage, but we're also 48 hours away from AEW's Forbidden Door. And what's the Forbidden Door without Talk for Glory to bring you predictions? So, unfortunately, Smooth couldn't make it. That's fine. Talk for Glory is all about bringing you wrestling, whether it's one person, two people, three people, doesn't matter. The goal is to bring you guys wrestling content. And that's what I, myself, your host, Enigma Before, is here to do. Especially because I love Forbidden Door. And, fun fact, I'm going. So, I'll be there to experience the feeling live. Hopefully, some of my predictions here tonight will be accurate Sunday night. But enough talking. Let's dive into the show. So to start us off, we've got, I don't know what to call this team. Samoa Joe, the Samoan Submission Machine. I don't know what nicknames to give Hook. And Strong Style Reincarnate Katsuyori Shibata versus the Learning Tree, Chris Jericho. I also forget that this dude is FTW champion. I keep forgetting that. I was so close to calling this dude Big Cass. Fuck it, I'm still gonna call him that. Big Bill, Big Cass, whatever you guys want to call him. Just know that he's 7 feet tall, and you can't teach that. With a mysterious partner that apparently we're gonna find out Sunday. If I had to give a guess on who will be Chris Jericho and Big Cass's partner, who's a good idea? You know, I'll shoot. Maybe it can be a member of House of Torture. Maybe, actually, no. I think that it might be Jeff Cobb. But yeah, it's either Jeff Cobb or Evil. Because when you're dealing with Joe, when you're dealing with Hook, when you're dealing with Shibata, you definitely want to bring in some power. Now, Jericho may be the veteran here, but you aren't going to outstrike Shibata. You aren't going to out-submission Joe. And with Hook having the young experience factor, maybe Jericho may only have a chance against Hook. And Big Cass is just there to be 7 feet tall. So I'm really hoping that the mystery partner can, interest me. Because I'll be honest, guys, I really don't care about this match. When it comes... Sorry, guys. I also see that we have 3 people. Welcome to Talk for Glory, guys. So I also have Rampage in the background, but yeah, there's not really much for me in this match, and it kind of sucks. So I'll just say who I got winning, and I pretty much just have Team Joe winning. They don't have a team name yet. Waiting on that. Maybe it might be Gabe Kidd. He's already on Rampage. So to go into our next match, it is the new elite. It is the international champion, Kazuchika Okada. Not international. The Continental Classic champion, Kazuchika Okada, the Rainmaker. The Young Bucks, the Young Cucks, whatever the fuck you guys want to call these guys. Matt and Nick Jackson. Wait a minute, guys. I'm getting a call. EVPs. All right. Okay. So, I've gotten word, my bad.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but can you show a little more respect next time and call us by our God-given names of Nicholas and Matthew Jackson? You see.
Okay, so due to hijacking of the corporate bucks, Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, the AEW Tag Team Champions, versus Max Caster and Anthony Bowens, the Acclaimed, and he is the ace. He is the hero. He is the president. He never gives up. He's never tired. And most importantly, he'll be, what's the word? Actually, it's not President Ace. It's Scissor Ace this Sunday. Hiroshi Tanahashi. Crazy. We'll be still seeing Hiroshi Tanahashi and Kazuchika Okada across from each other, even though Okada's not in New Japan anymore. I guess you can take Okada out of New Japan, but you'll never take New Japan out of Okada. You know, those are some forever foes right there. So it's kind of a tough call, because I do think that the Acclaimed are going to be fighting the corporate bucks sometime like next week or 2 weeks. So they would need the momentum, and you know what? I got the Acclaimed and Hiroshi Tanahashi winning this. I got them winning this. Okada and Tanahashi fighting for the Continental title, and then corporate bucks versus the Acclaimed will go on as said. But this should be a fun 3v3 match. But we're gonna step out of the tag titles, and we're going to go into some one-on-one sections. One-on-one matches, as we go dragon for dragon in the Owen Hart Cup tournament. I was about to say Battle Royal. But it's the American Dragon, or the last American Dragon, whatever the hell we call this guy, Bryan Danielson versus the Dragon, no specific area, Shingo Takagi. This match has me all types of hype. And I love that Shingo, every time he comes to the States, he's just doing something that... Wait a minute, I just got to highlight this, because I don't think we've ever done this. Cash Money, yes. Wrestling fans get SmackDown, Rampage, and Talk for Glory all in the same day. Surprisingly, so close together. But, yeah, Dragon for Dragon. This match should be... Jesus Christ, one moment. There we go. You guys already know here on Talk for Glory, there's a little bit of traffic that goes on sometimes. But, anyways, this match might be match of the night. Because how do you have a bad match with Bryan Danielson? And then Shingo Takagi is a former world champion. He's a great never openweight champion. These two are going to create magic, and I'm all for it. I'm so happy I get to see it live. And the best part is, who really loses? Like, who really loses in this scenario? The fans win. Shingo gets a match in America and against Bryan Danielson of all people, and Bryan Danielson gets to kick someone's head in. And you guys know I'm not one of the biggest Bryan fans, but I can admit, when I know this man's about to go mental and put in one kick-ass of a match. So again, I'm looking forward to Dragon versus Dragon. But I got Shingo Takagi winning this. Yes, guys, I have Shingo beating Bryan, but that's because I have an agenda push where we get Pac versus Shingo. That's another match I've wanted for a while. since I saw Pac and since I saw Shingo both be in Dragon Gate, the only thing I thought was, these two should probably one-on-one. That would be awesome. And where else to get it than, well, not Wembley, in the Owen Hart tournament? Because think about it, guys. Shingo wins. He's one step closer. And we may just get Ospreay versus Shingo in Wembley. We might get Swerve versus Shingo at Wembley. Or we can get Pac versus Will at Wembley. I know that's selling out. Or we might get Swerve versus Pac at Wembley. The fact that Pac is not a former world champion at this point is insane. But think about it, guys. Big question for all viewers. Do you think Pac will win the AEW World Championship someday? Some food for thought. But next match is MJF versus Lucha Libre technician Hechicero. There we go. See, I'll admit, I was not all that familiar with. Oh man, I've got one of the biggest Stardom marks out there in the comments. And I don't just love Stardom. There's some Stardom fans. There's a YouTube podcast called Stardom Fan. But luckily, it's got a great person. So go follow them. And Mark, thank you for joining me on the predictions for Forbidden Door as I talk about all these matches. But yeah, a Lucha Libre technician, something I didn't grow up seeing. He finally made a live show. Something I didn't grow up seeing, and that is true. I grew up on the flippy shits. I grew up on the springboards. I grew up on all of that stuff. But fun fact, guys, my first exposure to wrestling isn't WWE. It's, I think, AAA or CMLL. And I was exposed to the high flyer. So to see a mass luchador technician, this is rare for me. And I am so excited to see MJF fighting a technician because the last technician I saw him face was Brian. I've seen him face a ring technician as Brian, a ring psychologist as Jay White, and I've seen him face a bout machine in Kenny Omega. There's still a couple matches I got to see MJF in. But you guys let me know, what match has MJF not had yet that you guys want to see? If there's probably any match left in me, maybe, well, the obvious is Will Ospreay versus MJF. So I guess that one's mine. But there's not too much I can say about this because I've only seen a handful of Hechizero's matches. But I can finally say that MJF has faced a luchador that has caught my eye. But I still think he's winning. And I'm pretty sure they're going to have the hometown Long Island guy win. And for the record, I'm not calling Long Island, New York, but you guys can have that one. But we're not out of the technical realm because now it is freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy versus vegan techers versus absolute techers versus dangerous techers. The greatest technical wrestler in the business. He's 1-1 against Bryan Danielson. He might be my G1 pick to win the whole shebang. He is Zen SJ. When he's got you in the submission, you just tap out. No, that's not a cheap plug for just tap out. He is TMDK's frontman. The mighty don't kneel, but you sure do tap. Zack Sabre Jr. Now, I'm going to say that I was not one of the people that was on the board for Zack versus, not Zack, Will Ospreay versus Orange Cassidy, and looking back on it now with hindsight and match quality, I'm not gonna jump the gun and say this match might suck. Actually, I feel like that might just be my new wrestling take on something. This match didn't suck, but no, I love Zack Sabre Jr. wrestling, and Orange Cassidy will spend. You're damn fucking right. You guys already know. If Zack Sabre Jr. loses, we fucking riot. Because why the hell is the UK's own frontman losing to freshly squeezed? Zack should be squeezing out all the orange juice out of OC here. It's not even fair that doesn't even have Pac. Exactly. But that's okay because I'm pretty certain he's gonna make him tap out. Now the real question is, and you guys can look up what's in Zack Sabre Jr.'s bag of submissions. Which submission will he tap out Orange Cassidy to? Me personally, I think he uses the octopus. I think he uses the octopus stretch, or he uses the I forgot what it's called, something Lily. But that's the greatness of Zack Sabre Jr. We don't know what submission he's gonna use to get the W, and that's exactly who I've got winning. Now, now we're going to go into some championship matches. And to start us off, it is title for title. For the TBS Championship, it is Sasha Banks, Mercedes Moné, call whatever the fuck you guys want. Screw you guys are already used to traffic. She's TBS champion. I was about to say Willow Nightingale. God damn it. Versus New Japan Strong Women's Champion Stephanie Vaquer in a title for title match. And I just gotta say, fuck this match. I'm kidding. But I will say that I am not the biggest fan of this title for title match. One, I don't think Mercedes needed the TBS title. Two, let's be real here. The strong title was kind of a ticking time bomb for Sasha. And I guess, the fuse went off. We're finally here. She's going to get the belt, and we're going to call it a day. And well, at least you know what I'm serious, Mark. But yeah, I'm gonna be real here, guys. I have no true genuine excitement for this match because I haven't given two shits about the New Japan Strong Women's Championship since Willow Nightingale won it. So I'll be real here. Kinda didn't give two fucks about it during Julia's run. So I'll say literally halfway through Julia's title run, couldn't give two shits. Stephanie Vaquer holding it for about 10 minutes or so, couldn't give two shits. When Sasha wins this thing, couldn't give two shits. Now, I know there's a fan theory out there, it's probably on Reddit or something, or Twitter, where they're going to go title for title, where it's Mayu Iwatani versus Sasha Banks for that. And I'm going to say it now, if that's the case, I won't give two shits for that either. Even though Mayu Iwatani is the fucking GOAT right now, women's wrestling, give me a match that doesn't involve Sasha in a title match. Because it just feels like Sasha Banks is right now getting that Charlotte Flair booking outside of WWE. And I know a lot of people would have been complaining if this was the WWE and it was Charlotte doing exactly what Sasha's been doing since stepping outside of the company. Nothing against Sasha. I just hate hypocrisy. But I got Sasha winning this. It's a no fucking brainer. Now let's get into a match with some story. Because what's that thing you guys say? AEW doesn't tell stories? There's a story here, guys. It is the Venus. One half, co-captains, I don't fucking know, of E-Nexus V, Mina Shirakawa, versus she was a rock star. She got pie-faced in WWE. But now the TV's turned magically black and white. And now and forever, the AEW Women's Championship has become timeless. And wow. This is the match. This is a match. And I love the story here. There's just one thing missing here. I wish that Mariah May was the special guest referee in the match between Toni Storm and Mina Shirakawa. I think that's the only thing that's missing here. Other than that, I love the story here. Me personally, I would love if they added some more of Mariah's Stardom history. Bring up that Rose Gold, bring up Club Venus, all these things. But it's fine. We can't ask for everything in the world. And Mina flying from Japan to Canada to the US to goddamn everywhere. I gotta give her credit. I just have to. And I think one of the best things here is how Toni Storm is just on fire. Who knows? Maybe she has a chance at winning the Women's Wrestler of the Year for Talk for Glory. Maybe. But I still got to say that I love the story here. It's somewhat anyone's game, but at the same time, I got to go timeless. But hey, if Mina Shirakawa wins, the AEW Women's Champion will be in the 5-star Grand Prix. But as of right now, I still believe that even though in another promotion, the title did not stay fucking cool, in this promotion, the title remains black and white. Therefore, Toni Storm gets to win. And now, time for my favorite match in all of wrestling. It is a ladder match. Yes, guys, ladder matches are my thing. I love them. Whenever me and the boys are playing 2K, for the love of God, please, let's do a TLC match. Let's do a ladder match. This is my shtick. For the vacant TNT Championship, it is Konosuke Takeshita. By the way, guys, he'll be in the G1. Mark Briscoe, the ROH World Champion. Jungle Boy, Jack Bitch Boy Perry. Dante Martin, Leo Rush, and to be announced, who do you think is going to be that final person? If you ask me, I wouldn't mind Gabe Kidd. I don't know. Something in me just wants Gabe Kidd that decides in and takes everyone out. Yeah, that's a good one. Wait, why couldn't we get Thekla on the card? You know, I wish we can get someone else on this card, but I'm too heartbroken to even try to pull the jokes. But oh hell no. But I don't know who else is going to be in this. But what I do know is that Dante is going to fly. Leo Rush is probably going to retire after this. Mark Briscoe is probably going to say something we all can't understand. Konosuke Takeshita is going to give us reason 5071 why he's underutilized and undervalued, but still going to tear shit up in the G1. And Jungle Boy is going to show us why being a scapegoat ain't all that bad. He had to fall, but now he's on the climb. And Jungle Boy is on the climb to the TNT Championship because I think it's about damn time that man got some real singles gold. So no matter who the final person is, hell, it could be someone claiming to be leader like TJP. I would love it to be someone like Drilla Maloney. Goddamn Driller Killer off the top of a ladder. But I have Jungle Boy winning this. And therefore, having the Elite, the Young Bucks, Kazuchika Okada.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but can you show a little more respect next time and call us by our God-given names of Nicholas and Matthew Jackson? You see,
every time. Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, the corporate bucks, HR if you will. Kazuchika Okada and Jungle Boy all dripped out in gold is my predictions for the end of the night. Tell me, do you guys think that? Do you think by the end of the night we will have Kazuchika Okada, Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, and Jungle Boy Jack Perry all having gold? But now we're at. I'm pretty sure this title was lower last year, but I'm glad it's a little higher this time. It is for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. It is the Innovator of Violence, the Death Rider, John Moxley versus El Ingobernable de Japón, Tetsuya Naito. Now, Cody finished his story. Despy finished his story. And although you got your roll call, dear God, Naito, you fucked us over. So I don't need Naito to finish the story. I need him to fix his story. Mox as a IWGP World Champion isn't crazy. I'm not even mad about that. But what I care about is New Japan not having the belt. Because I already made jokes about TNA going like 130 days without their title. I'm not having New Japan do that. And plus, if you're a New Japan fan, I think you guys understand the ramifications here. Where, Mark, that's the thing. The IWGP World Heavyweight Championship is the passport. But here's the ramifications here, guys. If John Moxley wins at Forbidden Door, one, he'll be in the G1, which is cool. But that means this man will go, no problem, 3 months not defending the title. And I'm not okay with that. I'm nowhere near okay with this. So Naito, even though I'm not your biggest fan, I'm not your top 10 biggest fans, maybe I'm not even your top 20, I need you to fix the story. I need you to win this title and then lose it to someone in New Japan. Preferably Shota Umino. So I'll keep that one short, sweet, simple. I got Tetsuya Naito winning this. And John Moxley could probably go handle David Finlay. I don't care if you win the IWGP Global title. Go do that. All right, guys. So we're at the main event. So I want to thank all future listeners. I want to thank everyone that's here. Um, sorry, drew a blank. I normally have this stuff memorized. I want to thank all the listeners. I want to thank all the viewers. I want to thank everyone that's currently here. Mark, I love that you're here, and you're finally here for a live one. Hopefully, I've gotten a laugh out of you in some way, shape, and/or form. And for people that'll be there, I hope to see you there. For people that are just watching, I hope you enjoy the show. But guys, I want you guys to do the most important thing when it comes to Talk for Glory. That's following our social medias. Because still, even though he is not here, you guys know what to do. You guys know to follow Young Smooth at Young Smooth TFG. You guys know to follow myself at Enigma _V4 Enigma _V4 on my TikTok, Enigma V4 on my Instagram, Enigma _V4 on my Twitch. Might do some gameplay after like on Monday or something. Smooth one on his Twitch, Enigma _V4 on my Kick. I don't use it, but eventually I will. And remember, guys, whether it's Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube itself, follow Talk for Glory where you can. I love that joke. Mark. But Jesus, that traffic was loud. Way too loud for my liking. But anyways, Brandon Fog top floor everywhere because not only have I given you predictions for Forbidden Door, I gave you guys my review for Stardom the Conversion on Top Floor the miniseries, and it was heartbreaking. To give you the final introductions of Queen's Quest as we knew them. But go listen to that. Go listen to the review. Go listen to the predictions, just like you're listening to the Forbidden Door predictions, and let me know what you enjoyed. But guys, we are here at the main event. It is for the AEW World Championship. It is not defending. It is challenger. It is AEW International Champion. It is the aerial assassin, the Commonwealth Kingpin, the Billy Goat, the 5-star matchmaker, the new best bout machine. He is, get that graphic up, god damn it. He is the Talk for Glory Superstar of the Year of 2023. Crown fucking up. It is Will by God Ospreay versus the Mongol. It is his house. He may as well be the landlord. Swerve Shane Strickland defending his AEW World Championship. And this, I'm not even going to lie, this probably is going to get the match of the year. And this is definitely getting that match of the year. Whatever. This is definitely getting that match of the year. Star rating, all of that shit. Because it's Swerve, it's Will. These two can't put on a bad match. These two have a simple story. Will is probably going to be a belt collector. Swerve is trying to renew the lease on his house. But most importantly, these guys are trying to main event Wembley. Who knows? Maybe it's a triple threat. But let's be real here, guys. Will, if he wins, he has Daniel Garcia that following Wednesday. Because he's defending both titles. Swerve, hell, maybe he's generous as well. But at the same time, damn, I was gonna say like this is easy as fuck, but I'm wrong. Damn. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna do a coin flip. I think Will Ospreay wins this. No distractions from the Don Callis family or MJF inadvertently causes Will the dub. I think Will Ospreay walks into AEW double champ because Will is no stranger to being a double champ. Former IWGP and Rev Pro world champion and UK heavyweight champion. So the idea for Swerve to unfortunately be the casualty of two belts Billy might just be inevitable. But at least you're doing it to one of the best wrestlers going on today in AEW. And then on the bright side, we'll get Daniel Garcia, which he's a Buffalo native. So I know he's some of your people's normally don't count upstate New York, but for this one time we'll make an exception just because we love Daniel Garcia's dance. So we would love to see Daniel Garcia versus Will Ospreay. All the gold. But that's Wednesday. And this is Forbidden Door. So to close this out, I got Will Ospreay. And who knows, maybe being two belts Billy might make him two back-to-back winners of Superstar of the Year for Talk for Glory. But it's only June. Well, we're about to enter July in like 3 days or some shit. 3 or 4 days. So there's still time. I saw Garcia in the fire halls. God damn. That's awesome. But that's who I've got. And I just want to thank everyone that has been listening to this. Drop likes, drop subs, comment if you haven't already. What's your match that you're looking forward to, and why is it Mina Shirakawa versus Tony Storm? Um, what do you think is going to happen after? Who do you think benefits? Because this is the Forbidden Door, how do you think, let's say, how do you think AEW benefits? How do you think New Japan benefits? How do you think Stardom benefits? How do you think AAA benefits? All these companies. We'll have to wait and see. Remember, guys, drop a like, drop a sub, comment your favorite match. Remember, guys, follow Top for Glory everywhere. The mini series, the main series. Drop a like, drop a sub. Stay safe. Have a great day and or night. And above all else, guys, and don't forget this ever, because it's said by Top for Glory, guys. So you know you can't forget that. Most importantly, guys, remember to just enjoy wrestling.